Hello everyone. We have this opportunity to make a new feature for how work order is created. Currently, in a nutshell, what happens is that when you schedule a work order, you assign a team, you schedule a time and date, you add a product and service, and as soon as there's a team assigned, that means that the status of the work order is assigned. Now, during the workday, what happens is that when a technician gets the work order on a mobile device, they can send an SMS right before the job starts, then start the work, deliver the product and service, finish the work, ask for signature and payment, and then at that point, once the payment is received and the invoice is sent, the invoice is marked as sent, payment is collected, signature is captured for that product and service, and the job is complete. Now, what we've been tasked with is that in some cases, there's a different scenario. For example, in some cases, there could be that when one team starts work and then delivers a product or a service, let's say their job is from 9 in the morning until 6 in the evening. In some cases, you might need to send a specialist just for 1 hour or a few hours during that day just to do one part, very specific job, and then they leave. So what happens today, you would have to create two work orders for the same job and send them to two separate teams, and it's kind of hard to track because of all of the things that you want to track. So what we're trying to figure out, how can we create one single work order, then assign one team, schedule that team for time and date, add a product and service that this team will do, then assign another team to the same work order with a different time and date and a different product and service, so that the one team can start when they need to start and do this job, and then the second team might just start or finish whenever they need to, without any constraints. So far it seems like we could do something like this, but what we need to consider, and this is why I'm making this video, is like, for example, that start of a work order by any team could change the status of the work order from assigned to in progress. However, only when both teams are finished, it should be finished. And then if you're collecting a payment or issuing an invoice, well, it's no longer from one team for that product or that service. It's for the whole work order, including both teams, or in the future, maybe multiple teams, more than two. So we'll have to figure out who will have the right to do this process. Should it be on the first team? Is there some kind of a super admin team, or can any team collect a payment or a signature for the whole thing, or just the part that they've done? So we'll figure this out tomorrow. And a couple other things that we need to consider is like things like overlapping fields. So for example, summary, right? Do you write the summary for each team, or is the summary for the whole work order? And then how it's going to affect custom forms and templates that are already in progress, because we're printing them out and everything is summarized per team. So now we'd have to split out what was done by the team. And we also have to consider how it's going to impact the mobile experience, because on mobile you also have this flow of how work orders are created, and the team assignment is towards the end. So maybe we'll have to totally rethink how the mobile work orders are created. And from the design aspect, I'm creating wireframes for the work order grid, work order create model. We'll have to like rearrange some fields of how stuff is done. And then we also have to consider customer portal. So quite a bit of work. I just want to send this video to get your thoughts, just understand what we might be presenting to the client and what might have to estimate in the future. Thank you so much.